Here we have arithmetic progression. Okay, arithmetic progression. What is that? Where we have the common difference. Now see, the series is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is arithmetic progression. Why? Because we have the common difference 2. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, so when we have in a series the common difference coming, then that is called as common difference. Okay, the series will only be called as arithmetic progression if we have the common difference, not the uncommon difference. Understood? Common difference means the difference existing between every two consecutive terms, for example 2 and 4, okay, then 6 and 8, okay, or 8 and 10. The difference existing between any two consecutive terms should be common. Okay, common difference D. Now what is that equal to? That is equal to after term minus before term. Okay, but remember both the terms have to be consecutive. Okay, you pick up any two terms, for example 10 and 8. Okay, so what is the after term? 10. 10 minus before term 8 is equal to 2. So that is the common difference. Okay, remember the two terms that we are choosing have to be consecutive to each other. Okay, and remember the difference has to be common. Okay, between every pair of consecutive terms the difference has to be common, difference has to be same, then only it will be called as arithmetic progression. Understood? Okay, now how to find the nth term? N is the rank of the term. Suppose like 2 is the first rank, 4 is second, 6 is third, 8 is fourth term, 10th is fifth term, then 6th term, 7th term, 8th term, 9th term. Okay, suppose we have to find the 9th term. Okay, so the formula to find the nth term is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, n is the number of terms, rank of term or number of terms, d is the common difference. Because we want to find the 9th term, so this is equal to a. What is a? A is the first term in the series, 2 plus 9th term, so n is 9 minus 1 into 2. What is 2? 2 was the difference. Okay, so 2 plus 9 minus 1 into 2 is 18. Also you can check 12, here it has to be you can check it is 10, here it has to be 12, then 14, then 16, so here it has to be 18. Okay, so this was the formula for nth term. Understood? To find the nth term in the arithmetic progression, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A is the first term, n is the number of terms, and d is the common difference. Then we have another formula, sum of n terms. Okay, sum of n terms is equal to n upon 2 twice of first term plus n minus 1 into d. Another formula is also there. This is one formula and this is another formula. This is n upon 2 first term plus the last term. Okay, you can use any which formula. For example, you want to find the sum of the 5 terms. Very simple. We know 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 6 12 plus 8 20 plus 10 30. So sum of the 5 terms in the arithmetic progression has to be 30. Let us check. This is 5 upon 2 because n upon 2, then I am using the first formula first. Okay, so this is 2 into 2 twice a plus n minus 1 into d, which is 30. Also if you use the second formula, n upon 2, because we want to find the sum of 5 terms, so n upon 2 will be 5 by 2. First term is 2, last term, the fifth term is 10, so 2 plus 10 12. 12 into 5 upon 2 will be equal to 30. Okay, let's move forward. Now what is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is equal to, always when we talk about mean means the middle value. So always we are talking about the 3 terms. Arithmetic mean of A, B and C. Always in terms of mean we talk about the 3 terms. So arithmetic mean means the middle value. So middle value B will always be equal to the first value A plus last value C upon 2. For example, find the arithmetic mean of 248. So we know arithmetic mean is the middle value. So it will be 4. B is equal to A plus C. A is 2, C is 8, divided by 2. So this is going to be 10 by 2, which is 2 plus 8. Sorry, wait a minute. This is not, the terms are not in arithmetic progression. 2, 4, 8 are not the terms in arithmetic progression, so it has to be 2, 4, 6. Okay, it has to be 2, 4, 6 anyway. 2, 4, 6. Okay, then arithmetic mean is equal to 4, which is equal to 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 divided by 2. Okay, so 2 plus 6 divided by 2 is equal to 8 by 2, which is 4 coming. Understood? So the terms, 3 terms given to us should be in arithmetic progression. Understood? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 8 were not in arithmetic progression because difference here is 2, here also difference has to be 2. So 2, 4, 6. Arithmetic mean is 4 is equal to 2 plus 6 upon 2, which is 4. Proven. Now inserting the arithmetic means. Inserting the arithmetic means, very simple. To insert k number of arithmetic means between the two terms given a and b. Okay, for that we have the formula for common difference. Otherwise, usually common difference is, I have told you already, common difference is always equal to after term minus the before term in the arithmetic progression. Okay, but in this case, when we are finding the arithmetic mean, inserting the k number of arithmetic means between the first term and last term, then the formula for common difference will be d is equal to b minus a. What is b? B is the last term, a is the first term, divided by k plus 1. What is k? K is the number of arithmetic means. Now suppose, question, suppose insert 4 arithmetic means between 4 and 34. So the arithmetic progression is starting from 4 ending on 34. So 4 arithmetic means will be, firstly we need to find common difference. Difference is b minus a, the after term minus before term, divided by number of arithmetic means plus 1. So 30 upon 5. 30 upon 5, which is equal to 6. So now we know common difference is 6. So the other 4 terms will be starting from 4. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 6, 16. Okay. 16 plus 6, 22. 22 plus 6, 28. And then 28 plus 6 will go to the last value, 34. Okay. So this is all about arithmetic progression, right? Next what we have is geometric progression. Okay, next is geometric progression. So geometric progression, GP, for example 2, okay, 4, 8, 16, 32. So here, unlike the arithmetic progression, we do not have the common difference, but we have the common ratio. What is common ratio? The multiplicative factor. Okay, so 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16, into 2 is 32. So this is called as R. This is common ratio. So common ratio R is equal to after term divided by before term. Okay, in arithmetic progression it was after term minus before term, consecutive. Here it is after term divided by before term, consecutive. You pick up any two consecutive terms from here, 16, 32. After term is 32, before term is 16. So after divided by before is 32 divided by 16, which is 2, which in this case is coming out to be 2. Now nth term here, an is equal to ar n minus 1. Okay, a into r raised to power n minus 1. Wait a minute. A raised to power r, yes, so this is, as you can see, n minus 1. This is not visibly clear actually. Let me write this again. So a into r raised to power n minus 1. Understood? Clear? For example, 6 term you want to find of this only, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. We know 6 term has to be 64, right? We know 6 term has to be 64. The 6th term will be 64. We know that. Let us check. Now 6th term is equal to first term a into r, common ratio raised to power n minus 1. Okay, so this is 2 into 2 raised to power 6 minus 1, 2 raised to power 5 is 32, into 2 is 64. So it is proved. Okay, next what we have is sum of n terms. Now here we have two formulas for sum of n terms. This is the second formula and this is the first formula. Now see, sum of n terms is equal to a into r raised to power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 when r is bigger than 1. Now in this case r is bigger than 1, it is 2. So we'll use this formula for finding sum of n terms. Okay, and when r is less than 1 in fractions, then the formula becomes sum of n term is equal to a into 1 minus r raised to power n divided by 1 minus r. Okay, now suppose we have to find the sum of this we are using as example. Suppose we have to find the sum of 5 terms. Sum of 5 terms of this series. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, so these 5 terms, firstly find the sum. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 8, 14, 16, 30 and 32, 62. Let us check now. Clearly common ratio is more than 1. The sum of 5 terms is equal to, we'll use this formula. Okay, so this is, first term is 2, okay, into r raised to power n, r is 2, n is 5, okay, minus 1 divided by r minus 1, which is 2 minus 1. So this is coming out to be 32 minus 1 is 31 into 2 is 62. Okay, so sum of these terms 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32, 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 is coming out to be 62. Clear? If the difference was, if the common ratio, not difference, if the common ratio was less than 1, we would have used this formula. Okay, next thing is sum of infinite terms. Now sum of infinite terms is equal to a, sum of infinite terms is equal to first term a divided by 1 minus r. Okay, this will only and only work when we have r lesser than 1. Okay, r lesser than 1. Suppose if I give you an example, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, dash dash dash. We know as we progress, the terms that will come across will be negligible, right? So in this case common ratio is, what is common ratio? 1 by 2. Okay, so because common ratio is 1 by 2, because after term 16 divided by before term 32 is 1 by 2, so here we can find infinite terms. But if the series was in this order 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, then to find infinite term sum is not possible. Infinite term sum is only possible when the series is on the decreasing spree. Understood? Or when we have the common ratio coming out to be lesser than 1. Then only we can find the infinite sum of infinite terms. Right? Now in this case, sum of infinite terms for this series is equal to, what is the first term? First term is 32 divided by 1 minus r. 1 minus r is 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So this is equal to 64. 64 is the sum of infinite terms for the series starting with 32 and having common ratio less than 1, which is 1 by 2. Clear? Now geometric means. What is geometric mean? Again, geometric mean of 3 values a, b, c is equal to, middle value b is equal to square root of a and c. So geometric mean of 2, 4 and 8. It has to be 4 center value, which is equal to square root of 2 into 8. 2 into 8. So obviously 2 into 8 is 16. 16 square root is 4. Last concept, inserting the geometric means. Now suppose we want to insert k number of geometric means between the two terms, the first term of geometric progression a and the last term of geometric progression b. So for that, formula is common ratio. Otherwise common ratio is what? In simple case of geometric progression, common ratio is equal to after term divided by before term. But in this case, when we have to insert k number of geometric means, common ratio is equal to after term divided by before term raised to power 1 upon k plus 1. So to insert, now the question, to insert k number of geometric means between 2 and 486. This is not k, this is, let me just rectify this. This is 4. This is to insert 4 number of geometric means, okay? 4 number of geometric means between 2 and 486. So R is equal to B upon A, 486 by 2, okay, raised to power 1 by 4 plus 1. So which is 243 raised to power 1 by 5, which is 3. Now GMs are the starting term which is 2, last term is 486. In between we have to fit the geometric progression at the equal common ratio. So 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18, 18 into 3 is 54, into 3 162, and 162 into 3 will come out to be 486. Okay, so this is all about AP and GP. Clear? This is all about AP and GP.